One thing I love about my job is with avionics, there's nobody tells you how to troubleshoot something. You almost have to just kind of make it up as you go to figure it out. So I've been thinking about this problem for a while. Inside here, there's a switch. It's a different kind of switch. It's called a proximity switch. And the way it works is when the aircraft takes off, this little arm right here, this little metal tab rotates and it comes close, but it never touches this little tab right here. So when it comes close, it actually, there's voltage that runs through that switch. That metal induces it changes the oscillation of inside the switch, and it makes it send out a ground to tell it that the landing gear is in the air. So that's what we call a weight on wheel proximity switch. Now to test it, normally you have to disconnect the connectors, or sometimes on different aircraft they're up in the wheel wells and all kind of different places. But you have to find the connector, disconnect it, then you have to pin into it, and you have to have a box that can produce the voltage, and then it's check. Normally a light will come on to tell you if it's putting out a ground. You just put a piece of metal or something under it to check the switch to see if it's working. So the boxes always break, and then the pins are always different sizes, so you have to have a lot of different stuff to do a lot of different aircraft. So thinking about this, I have determined, and I looked up the specs to see if I was right, and I am right, but I gotta find my cable clamp meter, which I believe is in the work truck at St. Simon's. So, but looking at the specs on this switch, it pulls from 5 milliamps to 250 milliamps whenever metal is in contact, or whenever it's supposed to be working, right? So if it pulls that, that means we should be able to take a cable clamp meter, clamp around the cable, and as we put metal underneath it, we should be able to see about a 0.2 amp change. That would be a quick and easy way to check your switches without having to have the test box or lighting and all the other stuff, all the different pins and all. Just put a cable clamp around it, right around the meter, and then run metal underneath it, and you should see a amp change. Just a theory. If I had my clamp meter with me, I'd check it out real quick, but I'm pretty sure it would work, and that would work on especially